Hello everyone, I'm Charishma. I'm currently pursuing my third year BTech in Vishnu Institute of Technology, specialized in the stream of artificial intelligence and data science. So, today I want to share some key concepts which are involved in JavaScript, such as closure, callbacks, promises, async or await, and how to implement a useful to-do list. So, firstly, what is closure in JavaScript? So, in JavaScript, closure is a function that retains access to its parent scope even after the parent function has executed. This means the inner function, which is named as closes over the variables and the arguments of its outer function, keeping them accessible. So, let us understand with a simple and easy example. Here, the create counter is a function. The create counter function creates a counter. That means it starts the count from 0. The inner function can update count each time you call the inner function. It adds 1 to count and shows the updated value. And even though create counter finishes running, the return function still remembers the count variable. Each call increases the count. That means it updates, displays the next number, and it maintains the result start 1, then 2, and so on every time you call it. Then the next topic is callbacks. In JavaScript, mainly the callbacks is a function passed as an argument to another function. The receiving function can call the callback function at later time, either immediately after some processing or after an event occurs. So let us see some simple example. Mm, It is in callback.js 5. So here the fetch data is a function name. The argument is callback. So fetch data starts a task. It pretends to fetch data and takes a function to run when the task is done. And it immediately shows a message that is fetching data. Then it waits for 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, it returns the callback function. The callback function prints the result. Here, the callback function prints the message that is data received when it is called. Then, coming to the promises concept. So, in JavaScript, promise is an object that represents the eventual result of an asynchronous operation. It acts like a promise to deliver a value in a future when the operation is complete. Here, look into this example. Fetch data is a function. It returns a new promise which having the arguments that is resolve and reject. So it prints the message that is fetching data right away. After 2 seconds delay, it displays the message that is data received. Then it handles the result. If everyone goes well, then function. Here it looks, then function displays the message that is data received. If there was any error, catch function would handle it. But in this code, there is no any error. So this code waits for 2 seconds and then it prints the display that is data received. And after this, coming to the await concept. This is also called asynchronous concept because so many methods in the synchronous are less weightage rather than asynchronous. So mainly in JavaScript, asynchronous and await are used to handle asynchronous code, which is in clean and more readable way. They work with promises and allow you to write asynchronous codes that looks and behave like synchronous code. So here is a simple example. Here fetch data is a function name and async is the representation of asynchronous methodology. With the help of console.log, we print the message that is fetching data. And after completion of this, it returns the message that is data received. And after completion of the fetch data, I'm writing the main function. This function waits for fetch data to finish and then show the result. So consider what happens when you run the main function. Here it waits for the message from the fetch data function. After the completion of the working of fetch data, then it prints the data received. Simply say that main function just waits for fetch data to finish and shows the result. So now we have to look for how to implement the to-do list. It is in index.js file. So firstly, here is the code, overall code, which is used to implement a perfect to-do list. First, I create the to-do list function with with the const variable. This is like a container for all the to-do list tasks. It keeps a list of tasks. Here under this to-do list, um, I put some tasks in a line wise, that is add, mark as complete, overdue, due today, due later, to displayable list. So firstly, let us understand what is these all methods. First one is add. It adds a new task to the list. And second one is mark as complete. Mark as complete is used to mark a specific task after its completion. Then next one is overdue. Overdue is used to returns the tasks that is past due. If any task is stayed as overdue, then it comes under this method. Then due today. If any task is not completed in the due time, then it goes to the due today section. Then due later, that means it returns the tasks that are due in the future. And then the due later, uh, after that, to displayable list. In this it converts the list into a readable format. That means it's showing if the tasks are completed and their due dates. Then I'm creating the to do's. Here, after all these methods, I am returning all in a line wise in a sequential order. After that, I'm creating the to do's in the variable to do's with the const keyword, and I'm assigning the methods which are given previous to do list. And then formatted date also gets submitted. Then I'm creating a to do's object by calling to do list. This object has all the methods for managing the to do list. So then I'm setting up all the dates. Here, I have three categories: today, tomorrow, and yesterday. Today is for the current, storing the current date. Yesterday is for storing the previous day all actions, and tomorrow is for the future day actions. And then adding the tasks. I'm adding all the tasks what I need to do in yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Here, for example, submit assignment, pay rent, service vehicles, file tax, uh, pay electrical bills. Here I am dividing it into some kind of categories. First one is title, second its due dates and its completion dates. The title is in the string format, and the due date is, it is also in the string format, but it is present in the previous methods. And the completed version is in the boolean data type. After adding all these tasks, I am printing the my to-do list. Then it displays tasks in three categories. First one is overdue, second one is due today, third one is due later. In overdue, the tasks that are past that are due in the past days, and due today means the tasks that are due in the today, and due later means the tasks that are due in the future. So I am dividing these three categories into three different sections. So first one is overdue. um, I'm putting the overdue of method and connect it to the to-dos and then stored into the overdue. And after completion of this, I'm printing the formatted overdue. Then same like due today's also. I'm connecting the due today method to to-dos and it's stored in the items due today. It is a variable with the help of let function. And after completion of due today, I'm printing the message that is formatted items due today and due later also. Uh, I'm, mm, I'm connecting the due later function to to-dos and assigning to items due later. So after completion of due later, I am printing formatted items due later. So these are three categories of um displaying the methods. So this is about how to implement a perfect to-do list. So let us see how it works. I'm opening the terminal and just leave the command node space file name.js. My file name is index.js. It gives the to-do list. Here, this is the message I'm giving at the beginning of my code, my to-do list. In the overview section, I have one task that is submit assignment 2024-12-14, and in due today section, I have two actions, that is parent and service vehicles. In due later, I have two tasks that is file taxes, pay electric bills. So this is my to-do list. Thank you.